$100 in a fucking week. Okay.
Before this video starts, quick thank you to our sponsor, Zap Surveys. This is an app where you get paid for filling out surveys. I made over $620 total and $159 this week alone.
Whoa, $159? Let's test this shit out, bro. Well, bro. Bro. Free money, bro? This is my first time, bro. Fuck off, bro. Whoa.
Just sitting at home and filling out surveys. If you
Before
this video starts, quick thank you to our sponsor, Zap Surveys. This is an app where you get paid for filling out surveys. I made over $620 total and $159 this week alone by just sitting at home and filling out surveys. If you click the first
let's fucking see about that, okay? That's a bit too fucking much for a fucking service in a fucking week. What? Okay. Okay. Cause I'm lonely. This one. No. Probably mostly Orphan. Text, bitch. It's necessary. On my Android device, but where the fuck's the iPhone? Bitch, the fuck? Is this supposed to be the iPhone? We'll just say Android device. About 10 minutes, bitch. What? Sure. Why the fuck not? Maybe get some more money. What? Bitch, what? What? Wait, how do I... What? How? No, bro, how? Bro, easy money? I can buy so many fucking V-Bucks. $5? Wow. Bro, what? How are they fucking making money? What the fuck? How do you get paid so much to do a fucking survey? Bro, I'm about to be so fucking rich. No, fake age. You know they're gonna do that bullshit on your ass. Four, 5, 4, 2, 2. Sure, why not this? Yeah, sure. Fake location, yeah. You smart motherfucker. So I got past stream real fast, guys. I'm a fucking mind. Counting back from 5. Wait, what? Counting back from 5. What? Oh, okay. Quick maths. Let's say, prefer not to answer, because I don't have one. What? How? I'm not even fucking Latino. What? Oh, here it is. Where's multiracial at? And what the fuck is Black African American fucking, what the fuck is it? What the oh, it's no fucking biracial. There's no fucking biracial. Oh. Yeah, I'm disabled. Yeah, yeah. Are you talking about Niagara Falls or Nigeria? Okay. Why do you need to know this information? Why? What is your relationship status? I don't have any children. I'm fucking 14, but I'm. I just told you this shit. I'm fucking. Oh. April 24th, 2004. But we're gonna say. Oh, what? I'll say I was 25. So they're gonna fucking get me because they're gonna know I'm lying once I fucking put the. Okay. Fucking Google Maps. It's gonna be something with ending with 3, so. Okay. Oh, what is fucking 10 minus 20? What the fuck? 2018 minus fucking. No, fucking. Let's just count. Oh, 1993. Yeah, it's easy. But you know my type. 20 cents? What? You should get 520 cents. Scam much. Well, let's just fucking do this shit. If I really want an Xbox. Oh, okay. Let's just fucking go quick, okay? Okay, I'm actually not gonna give a fuck. Down. Let's go! I hate how they fucking do the survey is a good match. It's so fucking gay. Like, that limits you to fucking half the surveys. It's like dumb. Well, I earned 2 cents? What the fuck? Bitch, what? What? What do you mean? I saw just. What? It's a fucking scam. Bro, why the fuck they lying? How the fuck is he getting $159 in a week? Let's see what we got. Oh, okay. I'm gonna earn from McDonald's. I will fucking suck their money out of their ass. I thought I told you I want my in-market rewards, motherfucker. Bro, why would you... Dude. Oh, okay, let's enter the fucking lottery. How the fuck do I get in my fucking shit? Alright, so. Wait, are you get sponsored by people? Oh, no. Oh, so if I go to fucking Walmart or some shit. Probably mostly fucking New York or some shit, because that's where those niggas are from. Let's feed the children, nigga. Let's feed the children. Let's feed the children. Don't feed the fucking. Let me feed the children. So fucking don't fucking charity. Don't feed the fucking African children. Fucking horse shit. Yeah, right. But you know it's one type. I think. No. Ooh, 50. Ooh. I'm going with this motherfucker. I want that 99. I want that dollar, boy. What do you mean? It's fucking what you know. Give me the fucking survey. So guys, if you want just some fucking easy fucking cash, guys, now what you want to do is just fucking grind on this shit for maybe. Okay, so guys, if you fucking don't take 8, okay, fuck off. I'm gonna fucking do this out fucking shit. This is a complete fucking scam. $159 in a fucking week probably took him like fucking half a year. Huh. Such a fucking scam, bro. If you're making $6.95 per survey, I could see how you could do it. But no, he has fucking sponsorship, so he gets the fucking good shit.
First link in the description to install. You'll get your first free $6 after you complete your first survey. If you think I'm lying, just try it yourself. Just click the first link in the description to install.
He is getting $6, but you can't put that $6 until you get $25. And the thing is, it takes a lot of fucking time, so he's probably playing on it all fucking day. And it was how really fucking that's his spare time. It doesn't have to go to fucking work. Bro. It's possible, but it's really fucking hard. That's why it's a fucking scam. He's trying to make it seem casual. But
Hi, I'm Parker, and this is Luxury Pranks. So for this episode, we received a report on our site, projectluxury.org. We were contacted by a girl who's only 10 years old, who suspects that her neighbor has been sneaking into her house and messing around in her bedroom. She told us that when she comes home from school, she can sometimes hear the back door shutting, and she suspects her neighbor because he's the only one with a key to her house. Now, her dad gave his neighbor a key to...
wow. Marshmallow does...
How much hotter
fucking maximum grip rate. Grip fucking... Oh my god.
right when you order.
Let's watch this shit.
Quarter pounder burgers. So good, they'll leave you speechless.
You don't like them? Get off my fucking stream.
Yo, what's up everybody? I'm Myth here on Gaming with Marshmallow, and today we're going to be playing some Fortnite and doing the blindfolded challenge. Blindfold, please. Ooh. There we go. Mind if I put this on you? Alrighty. Oh, okay. Well, it's not my fault you got a big head, okay? Alright, where's the TV? Point. Oh, perfect. Actually, you're a legend. Yes. Yes, that's yes. Controller right there. Play it up. Alright, so button on the top triangle, you can't really see. There you go. Lovely. So I see you've gotten the trophies surrounded by here. Make you feel good. Alright, so I'm gonna give you the I'm gonna beat your eyes. You're gonna get mad kills this game, possibly. Believe in me? Okay, I see that the. Alright, we didn't do the trust fall before, so this is why this has happened. There's no trust. Perfect. Lovely. Alright. You're good? We got one tree. Let's get it. High five. If you look to your left real quick, like in game. Okay, there's an issue. You don't have a weapon. I'll take responsibility for this, but we're gonna go get one now. So let's go ahead and go straight. Turn to the right. Alright, go straight again. We're gonna get up this ramp. It doesn't matter. We're gonna do it. Go to the right. Turn right. Alright, perfect. Go straight. So, oh!
Fatality.
I might have misguided you toward somebody. Or he found us. Listen, he found us. We didn't find him. And he took us out. But, do you mind if I get a run? Get a slow spin in? That's my mouth. Do I look pretty? Oh, there we go. Oh, it's suddenly dark. I feel like your hands are so. I'm gonna tell you.
Honey.
Okay, listen. We have to find a way to communicate through this. Am I on the ground? Okay, so we're in the battle bus. Okay, should I drop now?
We heard fucking Marshmallow's voice. Why does he fucking talk? We've heard fucking Marshmallow's voice. Unless it's not actually Marshmallow. What?
I like this. Team bonding experience going on, huh? What? You just slapped my hand. Oh. Yeah? Okay, Doug, yes. You double tapping my right shoulder. Oh, I need to look up. You're doing such a look down a bit. Okay, lovely. And now run. You want me to run? Okay. Are we in danger?
You shoving me off the map.
No, okay, we're chilling now. Yeah. You have me scared for a second. What is that? What? There's somebody running toward us. There's a gun. Listen, we can't use two forms of communication because it just confuses me. And now you're snapping your fingers. Now you're snapping. This isn't a poetry club. Mellow, what am I currently placed? Oh, we're top 20? Wow! We're doing good! Okay, I like it. What was it? Oh. Okay, that's a big yes. Okay, going forward. Lovely. Hold my hand, brother. We're moving, right? We safe? Okay, because you seem like you're worried there for a quick second, and I can't tell. We're in the circle, right? Oh, okay, well, we're good. Mel, I know you're directing me and everything, but we have a gun, right? Oh, that was a big no. Okay, that's fine. Did we just die? Ooh, top 6! Not bad at all. Let's get it. Appreciate it. And thank you guys so much for watching. Alright, we'll see you next time.
As you can see, I'm not subscribed. I think on this channel. Oh, never mind. I am. So I thought. Yeah, I am. I'm a fucking nice. Oh my god! Fucking kill me. Alright, guys. 24-hour stream challenge, guys. Alright guys, today our challenge is to say poop butt shithole for a whole 1,000 quintilla seconds, okay guys? Okay, we did it. Good job, guys. We did it. Good job. I'm fucking leaving. Alright. Yeah, right. Man. Yeah, right. I'm on my way. I'm going retard mode. I'm fucking mad. I'm gonna fall asleep soon. I'm going to bed now. I'm tired. Good night, guys. I will be continuously streaming. Okay? Whenever the mom grabs the phone, it's gonna be funny because that's probably when the stream stops. So yeah. Whenever I wake up or mom gets a phone, will be when I get back, okay guys? So yeah, enjoy the content. Bye.
Hey, what's good guys, it's Austin here, or Luna. So sorry for not making videos in the past few days, but I'm back now in full effect with a funny story time for you today. Hope you guys enjoy this. Leave a like if you do. Let's get into this. So this story doesn't specifically involve me, but it involves someone that I knew. Okay, let's just call him Chris, okay? Chris wasn't completely right in the head, and he wouldn't think before he does things. So this story starts off as a normal day. I went to school, I was hanging out at my table in my first period. He was sitting next to me. That's how I knew Chris, because he always sat next to me in first period. And there was these two dudes that sat behind us who would always fuck with us, whether it was in a joking way or they were just being assholes. It never really got to me, like they didn't go out of their way to like bully me or anything, but I think they purposely fucked with Chris more. Like I think they actually kind of bullied him in other classes too, because Chris would get really mad at them specifically. Like I could like make a joke or fuck with Chris and he wouldn't care, but like them, even if they made the slightest joke to me or him, he'd lose his shit in class and like make a scene. So on this day, we're sitting there having a normal class, pretty quiet, and one of them takes an eraser off his pencil and throws it into Chris's hair. And he, of course, notices this and turns around and goes, "You throw one more eraser, I'm gonna rip your fucking head off." I was like, "Chris, chill out, dude, like relax." He's like, "No, I'm sick of their shit." I was like, "Dude, just chill out, calm down." And the dude next to him, who didn't even throw the eraser, was just kind of sitting there scared. Usually he would fuck with Chris too, or me, but he wasn't, he was just sitting there. And then of course, after Chris threatened them, it stopped for like 2 minutes, and the next thing I know, another eraser hits him right in the neck. And Chris just turns around very calmly and looks him in the eye and goes, just wait. And he turns back around and goes back to his work. And the dude's like, "What the fuck's that supposed to mean, Chris?" And I'm like, "Yeah, Chris, what does that even mean?" And he's just like, just wait, you'll all see it. And like, that's not something you want to hear from someone who's had it up to here with shit from people, because that could mean a million different things. That could mean like, just wait, I'm gonna throw a paper back at you. Or it could mean like a much more serious threat. Like this day and age, that shit isn't taken lightly. So when I heard that, I was like, "Dude, what are you talking about?" And he wouldn't tell me, so I got kind of nervous. But that whole class, he didn't do anything else. So I was like, okay, maybe he was just bluffing to scare him off, because it did seem to work. Like, the dude didn't fuck with him for the rest of the class, and neither did the other dude. He never started. But everything seemed cool, and I went on with my day. And then at lunchtime, me and Chris had lunch together, because I tried to be his friend, because, like, he didn't have a lot of friends. I felt bad for him. He wasn't, like, a bad kid. He just was very, very, like, socially awkward, and I was too, so I understood. But, like, he was much more socially awkward than I was. I was probably like one of 3 friends he had, and in that lunch period, I was the only one in his lunch. So I would just sit with him, and like a couple of my friends would come to the table. We'd all sit together. But while we're at lunch, this dude, Chris, gets up, and he disappears for like 30 minutes. And I'm like, where the fuck did he go? And he comes back, and I'm just like, where'd you go? He's like, oh, just the bathroom. And I was like, all right. And lunch was almost over, because like he pretty much just was gone the whole lunch. And I look over, and I see the dude.
What the fuck? Gross. I have AIDS.
One of the guys who sits behind us in first period, the one that was throwing paper at Chris, hunched over, throwing up on the floor, on the cafeteria floor, with like his friends surrounding him. And I'm like, what the fuck? So I walk over there, and I'm like, what's going on? And they're like, we don't know, like, he was fine just a few minutes ago, now he's all sick. And I was like, okay. And I turn around, and I see Chris at the table, laughing. And I'm like, dude, what's so funny? He's like, told you he'd get what's coming to him. I was like, what do you mean? He's like, I poisoned him. I was like, Chris, you can't poison people. What the fuck do you mean by poisoned? Because in my head, I'm thinking a million different things. I'm thinking there's Windex, there's legit rat poison, there's like certain poisons that could literally kill a fucking human. So I'm like, how the fuck did he get this? Like, I'm so confused. And he's like, no, don't worry, it's nothing harmful, just some stuff that humans take to throw up if they're sick. And I was like, dude, you can't fucking do that. That's like beyond fucked up. Like, I understand you have your differences with him, but you cannot do that to him. That's like really fucked up. Like, how much did you give him? He's like, just a few drops. I was like, dude, how? Where did you get this? He's like, I got it from the store. I left on my study hall break. And I was like, dude, that is so fucked up. Like, you need to tell someone. He's like, don't worry, I will. And then, like, not even a minute later, he walked over to one of the teachers in the lunchroom, and he's like, hey, yeah, I gave him some medicine that makes people throw up. It was me. And they're like, come with me. And they brought him to the main office. And then I walked over to where the dude was, where he was throwing up. And I was like, hey, man, you okay? He's like, yeah, I'm doing a lot better now. Like, I don't know what the fuck that was. I was like, all right, man, well, you have a good day. And I just kind of walked away and went to my next class after lunch and just got there early and just thought about what I just saw. Like, moral of the story is, don't fucking poison people, okay? Like, it's almost funny how fucking dumb of an idea that is. Like, if you have a bully at school, tell an adult, I don't know, stick up to them. I don't mean punch them in the fucking nuts, but you know what I mean? Stick up to them, be like, yo, quit fucking with me. But don't poison them. Don't drop a few drops or whatever the fuck that dude had to make people throw up in their food, okay? It's sad to say, but this isn't the first time I've seen something like this in my school. I've seen some fucked up pranks and some fucked up revenge tactics. I've been a part of a few, and you may have heard a story kind of like this one, not quite the same though, and that's pretty ridiculous. So yeah, guys, moral of the story is, don't fucking poison people, okay? Yeah, there's better ways to deal with bullying. Don't deal with it like that. If you guys enjoyed this story, or found it entertaining, please leave a like on the video. Don't be like Chris. Leave your stories in the comments down below. Subscribe if you're new. I'll see you guys all later. Peace.
Please check me, God. I don't want to fuck up my life. Please check me, God. Please draw the whole
Hey, hi.
Big ass. Yes, yes.
Yo, what's good, guys? It's Austin here, or Luna. Now today's story time is a spooky one, okay? It's been a long time since I've told a scarier story time. If you guys like scary stories, leave a like on this video and I will do more of them. But today's scary story time took place when I was 17, okay? So my friend's little cousin needed help selling these cookies for his school or something, and my friend was helping him, and it was really boring, and my friend didn't want to be there, because my friend's like 17, 18, and he did not want to spend his day doing some elementary school cookie selling thing with his little cousin. So he calls me up, and he's like, yo, me and my cousin are doing this really boring thing. I don't want to be doing it, but he has to do it. Can you come help us? Like, I'm bored. I want someone to hang out with. It's like, yeah, of course. Why not? I've never sold fucking cookies. Let's do it. So me and my friend go out for his little cousin instead of taking his little cousin with us, which we were supposed to do, I'm pretty sure. I literally asked my friend, I'm like, yo, dude, since this is his, like, school thing, like, isn't he supposed to come with us and do this with us? He's like, nah, it'll be quicker this way. Trust me. I was like, okay. So we go out, and we start selling these fucking cookies for his little cousin. And the first 2 houses, we actually sold some. The third house is where this story kind of starts off, okay? We get to the third house. This kid opens the door when we knock on it. Maybe like 19, 20-year-old dude. And he's hammered at like 4 o'clock p.m. Like just completely fucked. And he's like, what's up, bros? What you guys doing? And my friend's like, hey, I'm just selling cookies for my little cousin's school thing. If you want to help him out and buy a pack, that would be greatly appreciated. And he's like, fuck yeah, guys, come inside, come inside. So we're like, okay. So we follow him inside his house. He brings us over to the kitchen, and there's like 3 other dudes just hammered. And they're pretty big dudes. I think one of them looked like he was in his like later 20s, one of them looked like our age. But in general, they looked a bit older than us, right? So we sit down at the table, and my friend's like, alright, how many do you want to order? And the kid's like, oh, I'll get like 2. And he starts writing down his order details, shit like that. He's got his little clipboard, he's writing it down. And he's like, you guys want a beer? And I was like, nah. He's just like, come on, have a beer, have a beer. I was like, nah, I'm good, man. He's like, come on, have a fucking beer. I was like, alright, fine. Goes over to the fridge, grabs me a beer, grabs him a beer, brings it over. I start sipping on it. I don't like to drink, so I'm like barely sipping the shit, barely touching it. And my friend didn't even open his because he was writing down this dude's order details. And the guys start asking us where we're from, what school we go to, all this shit. And we're answering all their questions. And all of a sudden my friend's like, alright, like you got them ordered, everything's all good. We're gonna go to the next house. And the dude's like, no, like not so soon, like sit down, guys, chill out. And my friend's like, yo, we only have a couple hours to do this, like we really gotta get this done. And he stands up to leave, and I stand up too to follow him. And this guy goes, both of you sit the fuck down and finish your beers. And I was like, okay. So I sit down, and so does my friend, because this dude was like so violent. It wasn't even like a joking tone. He was like legitimately threatening us. And right when we sat down, he just started smiling and laughing. He's like, fucking awesome, yeah, see, we're all having fun. I felt like it was in a scary movie where like some psychotic dude captures someone and is telling them to relax and to stop screaming, and then they stop screaming and he's all of a sudden very happy and like having fun, like the other person's enjoying it too, when in reality they're fucking scared shitless. So the best part is his friends didn't say anything about this. They were just like, yeah guys, come on, sit down. Like they didn't even think that was fucked up that he threatened us like that, or said in a threatening tone. He didn't directly threaten us. So after like 15 minutes of sitting there, I was like, okay, you know what, fuck this. I'm escaping this fucking weird shit. So I stand up and I'm like, hey, I gotta go, my mom needs me home. And the kid goes, sit the fuck down. And I was like, dude, I have to go home. Like, what do you mean, sit the fuck down? I finished my beer, like, come on. He's just like, no, we're all having fucking fun. You're not gonna kill the vibe. Sit down. And I was like, are you like threatening me? He's like, I don't want to have to. I was like, okay, can I at least go to the bathroom? And he's like, yeah, it's upstairs, come right fucking back. And I was like, okay. And then I turned around and I went upstairs. And when I was going up the stairs, I just kept thinking, I was like, what the fuck? This dude like practically kidnapped me and my friend. Like he's not letting us leave. And like, I'm just so confused right now. Now I know a few of you will comment and be like, Luna, man, why were you being such a pussy? Like you could have just walked away and not listened to him. Like why'd you actually listen to him and stay there? Well, first of all, this dude had way more people with him. Like he completely outnumbered us and could easily beat the fuck out of us. And they all seemed to be on board with us staying and him keeping us there in a threatening tone. And plus, I don't know how crazy this guy was when he gets drunk. Like, I don't know what he'd be willing to do to keep us there. Like, he was already fucking, like, being super threatening and weird. But don't worry, I had a plan. The minute I asked him to go to the bathroom, I had a plan in the back of my head to get the fuck out of there. So I go into the bathroom, I open the bathroom window, and I crawl out onto the roof. Now, keep in mind, I'm on the 2nd floor. Not the smallest drop, but not the biggest. And I look down, and I'm like, okay, I either jump and possibly break my leg, or I stay here and possibly get nothing done or get my face broken if I try and leave by them seeing me. So I'm just gonna fucking jump. So I text my friend, I go, yo dude, ask them to use the bathroom. I left the window open, get the fuck out of there. And I fucking jumped off the roof. I rolled when I hit the ground. I thought I broke my fucking ankle or my leg, but I didn't. And then like 2 minutes later, I look up and I see my friend crawling out onto the roof, and he goes to jump and he slips, and he fucking makes the loudest banging sound on the roof. He then proceeds to roll off of the roof and grab onto the gutter to try and stop himself from rolling and falling, but he ripped the entire gutter off the house and just completely fucked their house up. And I'm like, oh fuck, we have to run. So we start running, and as I turn around, I see one of the dudes come out. He's like, what the fuck? And he starts trying to chase us, but we were already so far gone he could not catch up. And he was so drunk he fell in like a few feet of running. So we just ran back to my friend's house, and we made it safe. But the story doesn't end there, okay? It gets even better, okay? So when we get to my friend's house, my friend had all of that dude's debit card details on the notepad that he was writing on, and my friend took it with him when he rolled off the roof. So after we ran back home, my friend put in an order for 50 boxes of cookies to that dude's house with his debit card. And this is the guy that was like, sit the fuck down, like the really, really scary one that was acting super threatening. And yeah, the dude had to pay for all 50 boxes, and I'm sure they came to his house like a week later, and he had to eat them with all of his friends when they get drunk. Hopefully they were good. Hopefully they were good, man. But that wasn't my doing. That was all my friend's idea, and I didn't say to do it. He was the one that had the idea to do that to him. But nevertheless, it was still funny as fuck. But yeah, guys, that's pretty much the story of the creepy drunk guys that kept me and my friends in their home. If you guys enjoyed this story, please leave a like on the video. I would really appreciate it. Leave your stories in the comments down below. Subscribe if you're new. I'll see you guys all later. Peace. Alright, what's up everyone, this is Luna here, and I have a story today about one of the first times I really fucked up, and it's really funny because I was 12 years old when this happened. You're probably like, what could you possibly do at 12 years old to fuck up, rather than like, you know, going out too late past your bedtime or some shit like that, you know what I mean? But I was 12 years old, okay, and I think I was coming up on 13. I was feeling like a fucking badass because, you know, you're about to hit that age where you're a teenager, and I was real happy about it. And when I was 12, I used to prank call a lot. I don't know why. I used to watch them on YouTube, and I just got like, you know, there was this one channel I used to watch where they prank called Walmart, and they fucking got it shut down. I thought that was the craziest shit, so I used to just prank call stores. I'd prank call McDonald's and be like, yeah, I got fries, and there's a bug in the fries. And they'd be like, okay, bring your order back, and we'll refund you. And then I would hang up. And that was my fucking idea of a beast prank call, like an epic fucking prank call. And yeah, I mainly did shit like that until one of my friends came over, okay? I had a friend who was way worse than I was with shit like this. He would prank call like stores, and he would fucking say really, really fucked up stuff for the age that we were. And I was just kind of, you know, the person that would get scared too easy, and I would say something really like minor. So he comes over and he goes, dude, you're prank calling, man, it's not good enough, man. Like, we gotta do something better. We gotta go harder. And I was like, well, what do you have in mind? He's like, let's prank call your neighbors, and let's make something up that'll scare the shit out of them. And I was like, I don't know, dude. Like, those are my neighbors. Like, what if they catch us? I have to live with them for the rest of my life. Well, not the rest of my fucking life, but, you know, until I'm an adult, like, that's a lot of years from now. And he was just like, no, we won't get caught. We won't get caught. So we grabbed my house phone. We do *67. Yeah, it's fucking security right there. And I forgot to mention, it was kind of late, alright? So they were probably getting ready for bed when this was happening, and my friend calls their house. I'm like, you do the talking, because I don't want to I can't think of anything crazy right now. So I let him do the talking, right? He calls them up, they answer the phone, and he immediately starts with just, you know, hi, my name is John Smith, blah, 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 like the classic make up a fucking bullshit name and say something. You know, here I am about to think, oh, he's gonna call them and they're gonna answer, and he's just gonna be like, yeah, man, we have reports that there's a loud noise coming from your room, like moaning. You know, I think he's gonna do some like immature shit like that, right? No, this motherfucker calls and goes, hi, my name is John Smith from the police department. This motherfucker goes on to explain that he's a police officer that works in the animal line of things at the police station, and that one of the police dogs escaped and it had rabies. He literally said that this fucking police dog escaped from the station and that it was sick and it was like hurting people, and he made up this fucking huge lie that was really kind of terrifying. I don't know how the fuck this kid thought of this, but the lady's freaking out over the phone. You could hear her like bugging the fuck out, and even I'm freaking out because I'm thinking, you know, what if she calls the cops and tries to...
Ma'am, I need you to know that there's a wild dog with rabies on this, okay? He has harmed about 10 people so far. Hello, LAPD reporting a dog missing, okay? fucking call it.
Hello, this is not the person you were trying to call. You've reached the rejection hotline. Unfortunately, the person who gave you this rejection hotline number did not want you to have their real number. We know this sucks, but don't be too devastated. So why were you given a rejection hotline number? Maybe you're just not this person's type. Note, this could mean boring, dumb, annoying, arrogant, or just a general weirdo. Maybe you suffer from bad breath, body odor, or a nasty combination of the two. Maybe you just give off that creepy, overbearing psycho stalker vibe, and the idea of going out with you just seems as appealing as playing leapfrog with unicorns. Regardless of the reason, please take the hint, accept the fact that you were rejected, and then get over it. And please do your best to forget about the person who gave you this number, because trust us, they've already forgotten about you. HumorHotline.com. And sponsored by PredictionLog.com, our new site that lets you officially log your predictions on sports, politics, pop culture, reality TV, anything you might make predictions about. Each prediction is logged with an official date stamp and timestamp, so you've got proof that you called it. Predict it, log it, prove it with PredictionLog.com. Hello, this is not the person you were trying to call. You've reached the rejection hotline. Unfortunately, the person who gave you this rejection hotline number did not want you to have their real number. We know this sucks, but don't be too devastated. So why were you given a rejection hotline number? Maybe you're just not this person's type. Note, this could mean boring, dumb, annoying, arrogant, or just a...
I'm gonna go Pizza Hut. What? Bet. Fuck Pizza Hut. Fucking garbage. Can I get 2 big double-decker sauces? Like that. Well, look at Pizza Dumb. Pizza comes up. That shows Pizza Dumb. Yeah, I'm fucking starving, bro. I'm not eating my fucking hot Cheetos. Time to prank call Pizza Hut. Ready, guys? You guys ready? Come on, you.
Thanks for calling Pizza Hut. Right now, everyone on the team is helping other customers. Please stay on the line and we'll be right with you.
Online, because no one outpizzas the Hut. Restrictions apply. See details at pizzahut.com/hutrewards.
Right now, get 2 medium 2-topping pizzas for just $5.99 each. Available for delivery or carry-out. It's the deal you want on the pizza. Pizza Hut Far Hills, this is Ken. Let's do for carry-out or delivery.
You suck dick. Bye. Oh my god. I'm fucking retarded. I wonder how many times you got prank call for.
Hey guys, it's Austin here, or Luna. So sorry for not making videos in the past few days, but I'm back now in full effect with a funny story time for you today. Hope you guys enjoy this. Leave a like if you do, and let's get into this. So this story doesn't specifically involve me, but it involves someone that I knew, okay? Let's just call him Chris, okay? Chris wasn't completely right in the head. He wouldn't think before he does things. So this story starts off as a normal day. I went to school. I was hanging out at my table in my first period. He was sitting next to me. That's how I knew Chris, because he always sat next to me in first period. And there was these 2 dudes that sat behind us who would always fuck with us, whether it was in a joking way or they were just being assholes. It never really got to me. Like, they didn't go out of their way to, like, bully me or anything. But I think they purposely fucked with Chris more. Like, I think they actually kind of bullied him in other classes, too. Because Chris would get really mad at them specifically. Like, I could, like, make a joke or fuck with Chris, and he wouldn't care. But, like, them, even if they made the slightest joke to me or him, he'd lose his shit in class and, like, make a scene. So, on this day, we're sitting there, having a normal class, pretty quiet, and one of them...
You guys like my prank calling skills, bro?
Alright guys, today's video is going to be a story of when, I got robbed. Not really, to be honest. When I think about it, it's not really getting robbed at all. Well, technically it is. I mean, I was very young. I was in elementary school. It was like the first time I ever got something really stolen from me. But I didn't get like a fucking gun pulled on me or something like that. Like, that's not... Yeah, that's really getting robbed. But I was at school, okay? And I was so excited. I was fucking pumped. I was in class all day waiting to get out because when I got out of school, I was going to use my birthday money, because my birthday just passed, to go and get an iPod. Like, my first ever fucking iPod that actually, like, was cool. It was the iPod Touch. You know, I had iPods before this, but they all had the stupid click wheel. This was going to be the first one I ever owned that I could actually, like, go on the internet with, and it was, like, my first ever kind of smartphone, you could call it then. I mean, it's not really a phone, but it was my first ever, like, device that I could go on the internet with, because I didn't really get my first computer until I was like, I think fucking 13, and it wasn't even a computer, it was one at the house. So I fucking got this iPod right after school. I was so excited. I'm not gonna lie, guys, the day before I was kind of bragging a little bit, just a little bit, to my friends, and they were all excited for me as well. They wanted me to bring it in the next day to, you know, show them and whatnot. So I did. I bought it, and I used it. I got the hang of it. And the next day, I go into school, right? My brother was like, dude, don't fucking bring that to school. You're gonna get it taken from you. The teacher's gonna steal it. The kids are gonna steal it, you know what I mean? And of course I said, yeah, man, I won't. And then I slipped it in my fucking backpack and woke up the next morning and took it with me because I don't like to listen to some people, and I'm stupid for that. But yeah, I went onto the bus, and I'm just there using it the whole time. Everyone on the bus is using it. I'm being a dumbass. I'm letting people hold it because I'm a fucking idiot little kid. And you know, they were my friends, obviously. I trusted them, and they would give it back to me, of course. And the whole bus ride, we were all just fucking using it, having fun, playing, like, this roller coaster game or some shit like that. And I get to school, I put it in my pocket, and I go in there, and everyone swarms me. Like, did you get the new iPod? Did you get this? I was like, I did. And they were like, oh, let us touch it, let us touch it. And I was like, oh, chill out, okay? At lunchtime, I'll let you guys look at it. And I was kind of scared at this point. I was like, okay, maybe my brother was fucking right. Maybe these fucking kids are just gonna steal it or something, you know what I mean? So snack time comes. Keep in mind, with fucking elementary school, okay? We had snack time, so at 10:30. Oh, my fucking phone went off. Anyway, we had snack time at 10:30, okay? And everyone swarms my fucking desk. They put all their fucking snacks all over them, telling me that, oh, I'll give you this if you let me use it for like 5 minutes, blah, blah, blah. I'm just like, dude, this isn't trading. I don't want to fucking trade your fucking zebra cake for my, you know, iPod that was probably like at $200 at the fucking time, you know what I mean? It was expensive as fuck. And I let one of my good friends use it because I've been hanging out with this kid for a while. He was completely fine. He used it for like a minute, tried one little run on this app, and then gave it back to me, right? Then this other fucking kid comes to my desk, right? And he goes, yo, let me use that for 10 minutes real quick. I was like, no, dude, sorry. Like, I just got this. I'm just letting my friends use it for right now. No offense. Like, I was trying to be nice to him, you know what I mean? He gets immediately the most butthurt I've seen any elementary school student get in, like, fucking since then, because I'm not an elementary school student anymore, but he was so butthurt. He gave me this fucking look, and he was like, you can trust me. I was like, dude, it's not that I don't trust you. It's just like, this is brand new. I shouldn't even be letting my friends use it, but I am because I'm a nice guy. And I was just trying to talk it out with this kid, right? And he gets fucking pissed, dude. He just gives me this look, and I was like, okay, dude, like, I went back to using my iPod, and finally he walks away, right? So school gets, you know, to lunchtime. Everyone swarms my desk again. He's sitting on the other end of the room talking with a bunch of other people who I don't really know, to be honest. I mean, this is when it was like that time in elementary school where we had a lot of people in our class, so I didn't really know too many people, but I knew most of them, and a few of the kids sitting with them that I knew were there, so I was just like, alright, whatever. So school gets done with, okay? I'm skipping right to the end, because there's no fucking point. I just used it the whole day and didn't really focus on my work, which is bad. Don't fucking do that. And I get outside, okay? And the way that the school worked is you go out through the exit, and you have to walk around the whole fucking building to get to the buses, okay? So the buses are in the back, and I have to walk out the front and go to the side, and on the side of the school, there's nobody. Like, only thing over there is students, right? Waiting for either rides or whatnot. So I walk over there, and there's like this fucking roadblock of kids, like no joke. There's like at least 6 kids. And the one in the middle happens to be the butthurt kid, okay? The one that was super pissed off at me because I didn't let him use it. And I wasn't trying to be mean once again, but he stops me and he goes, hey, let me use your iPod. I was like, for what? I don't even have Wi-Fi out here. Like, what do you need it for? He was like, oh, to keep. And I was like, no, sorry, dude, like, no. And he's like, either give me your iPod or we're gonna kick the shit out of you. And that's what he said. I was like, what? Like, I was fucking astounded, dude. It was elementary school, like, using that term. I was like, okay, shit, maybe this kid might beat the shit out of me. So I got scared, and I gave it up. I'm not gonna lie, I gave him my iPod, right? And I was so upset. The whole fucking rest of the day, I go home, and, like, I just knew that I didn't have it, and my brother's like, oh, where's your iPod at? I was like, oh, it's charging, right? And I just lied to him. And the next day comes, I was like, I can't fucking let this slide, like, do I tell on the dude? Do I try and get it back? Like, maybe when he's using it, is he gonna even bring it to school, right? So we get to school the next day, and so fucking lucky this idiot brought it back to school with him where he stole it from, keep in mind. And we have a coat room, right? He leaves it in his coat, in the little coat room, okay, for the first beginning of the day. I saw him leave it there. I didn't go for it because I was a little nervous. But then snack time comes along, right? And he's got it in his hand. So I was like, oh, god damn it, that's my iPod. Like, I need this. Snack time ended. He brings it back into the coat room, puts it in his backpack, or his coat, whatever one it was. And then lunchtime comes around, and he uses it for lunch for like 30 minutes, and then puts it back in. So after lunchtime, that was when I decided, you know what, I'm gonna fucking execute the plan. I'm gonna go through with this, and I'm just gonna fucking do it. I'm gonna steal it back, and I'm just gonna fucking never bring it to school again, okay? I go into the fucking room, okay, and he saw me go in. He knew what I was doing, alright? And I could tell, he raised his hand. He wanted to go, because in order to go there, you have to raise your hand and say, can I go into the coat room? So he raises his fucking hand to the teacher, and he's trying to get into the coat room, right? And I hear her go, hey, and she calls on him, and I'm not going to say his name, but she called on him, and he was like, can I go in the coat room? And she's like, no, I just let Austin go in there, so you have to wait till he's done. And it's such a fucking stupid rule that even, like, you could just steal anything and no one would catch you. So I go in there, steal my iPod back, and I walk out, and the minute the teacher turns around, I grabbed it out of my pocket, and did, like, you can't see what I'm doing, but I just moved it in front of his face. Like, I was, like, shaking it around in front of his face, laughing, because I stole my fucking iPod back, and I was laughing really hard, and he was pissed. Like, the face that he gave me, he looked like he was about to beat the fucking shit out of me, and I'm sure he wanted to. But yeah, after that, the time came where the bell rang, and I was the first out the door, first on the bus, plugged in my headphones, listened to music, and laughed as I watched him wait for me outside of school, when in reality I was on a bus right behind him, and he never fucking caught me. But yeah, you guys are probably wondering, well, what about later in the school year, dude? Did he fucking kick the shit out of you then? Nope, he was all talk. Literally, there was so many opportunities where that kid could have just, like, literally beat the fuck out of me if he wanted to. There were so many opportunities where I was turned around, he could have swung at me. Never did. But yeah, I just thought I would tell you guys this, because it was probably one of the best moments ever, because I got something really expensive stolen from me, and I redeemed myself, and kind of finally stood up. It was like the first time I ever really like stood up for myself by fucking getting one of my things back. But yeah, it was fucking insane, and I knew this would be a great video to tell. It was like the first time I ever really gotten something stolen from me, or quote unquote robbed, but I didn't really get fucking like hurt or anything for it. It was just a threat, which is still technically like robbing someone, but I don't know. But anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed today's video, and if you did enjoy, leave a like, and yeah, guys, I'll see you all tomorrow. Peace.
Stop hurting my boob. Adam Bennett. Oh my god. Adam Bennett, stop hurting me, Adam Bennett.
Alright, so this is that annual I plug my fucking stream in the beginning of the video, so I'm streaming. I'll link it if you want to go check that out. But anyway, today's video is about someone that I had an encounter with a while back, and to start this off, I'm just gonna say, I have acquired so much shit since I started doing YouTube. Like, I have 4 different microphones, or 3 I think, and no person should have that many microphones, especially if you're just a fucking YouTube commentator, you know what I mean? But sometimes I'm like, hey, you know what? I feel like my viewers aren't getting the best sound quality. I'm gonna buy a new microphone, right? And then I buy one, and then it'll like break or some shit, like out of the box, and I'll be like, fuck, well now I have to get another one. Fuck. And here I am with too many microphones. But saying that, I have a friend of mine, not even a friend, it's my mom's friend's son, and I hate this shit, okay? My mom, she has a bunch of friends, and they always have kids, right? Their kids are like maybe 16 years old, 15, and when my mom's friends come over, they bring their kids to like play on our fucking skateboards or go in the pool or get on the trampoline or whatever, and that's not a problem. But a lot of the time, they're into like video games and shit like that, which I still don't have a problem with, and they'll come downstairs while I'm trying to like make a video or just like chill and talk to some friends on Skype, or I'll even have friends over, and they'll come down and they'll see my shit, like all of my like keyboards and my Xbox, and they'll be like, oh my god, is that Razer? Is that Razer? Oh my god, is that an Xbox One? Is that a PS4? Holy shit. And they're like, can I use this? Can I use it? And I'm like, yeah, go ahead, have fun. Like, it's usually never a problem. I'm not gonna be that kid to be like, nah, don't touch my shit, like, fuck off. Like, I don't give a fuck, dude, just don't break anything and you're cool with me, and that's usually what happens. They just, like, use my stuff for a little bit and then it's done. But this one certain kid would come over and he would just ask for everything, dude. He'd be like, yo, is that a Razer keyboard? Is that the Chroma one? I'm like, yeah, it's pretty cool. It lights up and shit. They're like, can I have it? You have another one, right? I'm like, no, I don't. Like, well, can I have it? Can you get another one? I'm just like, okay, is this kid fucking serious, really? And he just continues to do that, okay? So one day he comes over. He's using my skateboard. His mom and my mom are in the kitchen talking. He's just, like, having a fucking blast skating outside. And I'm downstairs. I think I was working on a video or some shit. And this kid is using my skateboard outside. And he must have gotten bored or some shit, so he decided to come in and, like, come to my room and come hang out with me, basically. And I'm sitting there editing a video. And he's like, oh, what are you doing? And I was like, just video stuff. He's like, oh, you do YouTube? I was like, yeah, man, kind of. And he's like, oh, what's that like? I was like, oh, it's just really fucking fun, basically. That's all I have to say about it. It's really fun. And he's like, that's pretty cool. And you know, for the most part, this kid was really, really nice, right? And then all of a sudden, he starts asking for shit. He's like, so what's that? And he points to, like, one of my older microphones. And I was like, oh, that's a mic that I used to use for YouTube. And he's like, oh, you don't use it anymore? I was like, nope, not at all. And I knew it was coming. He just goes, can I have it? And I looked at him and I was like, dude, not right now, man. And he's like, okay. And he just started, like, looking around the room again. And he finds my Rubik's Cube and just gets, like, super distracted by it. He starts trying to solve this Rubik's Cube. He's like, do you know how to solve these? And I was like, dude, I have no fucking clue, man. I literally just have that there for show. I cannot use those. So he's just trying to sit there and figure out the Rubik's Cube. And I was like, yo, dude, I'll be right back. I have to go to the bathroom. So I go upstairs. I go to the bathroom and I went into my room and grabbed my phone charger. And I come out to the kitchen, and it's him, my mom, and his mom just, like, talking, and I guess he was about to leave or some shit, 'cause he had his backpack and his jacket, and I was like, oh, you guys leaving? And they're like, yeah, we're gonna go. I was like, okay, cool, I'll see you guys later, and, you know, I shook the kid's hand, and I went back downstairs. I get back down there, my lights are off, he shut my fucking lights off, no idea why he did that, but I turned them back on, I sit down on my computer, and I'm just kinda, like, editing, and after some time goes by, I realize that my fucking Rubik's Cube is gone. The kid literally stole my Rubik's Cube. I was like, damn. Cool, that kid just fucking robbed me out of my Rubik's Cube. And as I looked around, I realized this kid stole so much shit. My controller was fucking gone, my wired controller that was like $100. He stole my HD PVR from like 2012 and just a bunch of random ass shit. He took one of my hats, I have no idea why. I think he even stole fucking G Fuel. I think he literally took some of my G Fuel. Use code Luna, by the way. Just fucking kidding, but he actually ended up taking some of it. And just a bunch of random shit. So I told my mom, I was like, hey, can you call your friend and tell her son to not steal my shit? Like, it's kind of annoying. And she's like, there's no way he took from you. And I was like, look, come downstairs. And I showed her all the shit that was missing, and she's like, okay, I'll call her later. So she fucking calls her friend. The kid comes over the next day, like, with a backpack full of my shit. Some of the stuff I wouldn't even noticed. And he dumps it onto the table. And I was like, dude, what are you doing? And he's like, I'm sorry, man, I'm sorry. And I was like, you know, half the shit you stole from me, you could have bought. Like, he took my HD PVR. It's literally, like, from 2012. You could buy them on eBay for $40. And he was just ignoring me, and he wouldn't look at me, because I guess he was embarrassed or some shit. But, yeah, fucking got my shit back. He probably kept some of it. I don't fucking know. But that's the story of the nerdy thief. Like, no joke. Like, someone stole shit from me that was all, like, video game and YouTube related. I think the funniest part is I literally had my Apple Watch sitting on my desk. Like, he could have stole that, and that's a lot more fucking money than my PVR, but guess the PVR was just better to him. But anyway, that's the video today. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Leave a like if you did enjoy, and yeah, I'll see you guys all tomorrow. Peace. So I've been sitting here for like an hour literally just waiting to make today's video, and I just keep fucking putting it off because I've literally been looking at this fucking pizza menu for like 30 minutes trying to figure out what to get. And I don't know why I'm putting this in the video, but just thought I'd tell you guys. So today's video is about a kid that I know, and we're gonna give this kid a name. We're gonna call him Little Timmy. Now Timmy was, I don't like using this word to describe people, but Timmy was a fucking idiot, okay? I'm not gonna lie, Timmy was kind of stupid. And I'm not saying he's dumb as in, like, he can't do his homework after school, or he can't focus in class. I'm talking dumb like he would just get himself into the most insane, unreal situations, and it would just mindfuck us all. Like, we just never knew how he was dumb enough to get into these situations. And today's video is about one of those, so I hope you guys enjoy this. Leave a like if you do, and let's get into it. So right after the summer ended, I was hanging out with a good friend of mine, and sure enough, his little brother was Timmy. That is Little Timmy. It's his little brother. Now, he's in like a little kid. He's like 14, maybe 15 now. But I'm not gonna lie, me and my friend were kind of psyched that he had school now, so every time I would go over there, we would just kind of like chill, and he wouldn't be around because he had to stay after school and stuff like that. And I'm not gonna lie, we were kind of enjoying the time that we had without him because he was that kind of kid where if I was hanging out with my friend, he had to be there, and that wasn't a fucking problem. Like, we actually didn't mind him, but it was kind of nice to have like a little bit of a break from him, right? So we're hanging out, he comes home from school, and it's me, Timmy, and my friend watching TV, right? And my friend goes, yo, dude, you want to stay the night tonight? And I was like, you know what, man, sure, I'll fucking stay the night. I'll just go home tomorrow, because we live pretty close to each other. So I'm sitting on the couch calling my mom, telling her that I'm staying the night, and I get done with that, and this fucking kid is sitting there just literally staring at me with this weird fucking look, and I looked back at him, I was like, Timmy, why are you fucking staring at me like that, man? You're looking really weird right now. He goes, you still have to call your mom to tell her that you're staying the night at someone's house? I was like, dude, Timmy, it's not even about that, man. I'm just calling my mom to let her know that I'm not coming home tonight so that she doesn't fucking freak out, because she's that kind of lady. She's like, oh, my son's not home. Oh, no, my fucking son's dead. Like, oh, shit. Okay, my mom isn't like that at all. She just kind of worries sometimes. So I told her that I was staying at my friend's house, and he's just fucking mocking me for it, because he was that type of kid to just fuck with everyone. Home. Oh no, my fucking son's dead. Like, oh shit. Okay, my mom isn't like that at all. She just kind of worries sometimes. So I told her that I was staying at my friend's house, and he's just fucking mocking me for it, because he was that type of kid to just fuck with everyone. So I kind of made fun of him back, I'm not gonna lie. I kind of roasted him because he's done some stupid shit. There was one time where he got caught stealing from the mall. And hey man, we all make stupid fucking decisions, but Timmy made stupid decisions that were like easy to avoid. For example, he did the littlest shit. He wouldn't ever have his fucking phone on. No joke, he had an iPhone 4, and he would literally always turn it off. Even if it was fully charged, it could be at fucking 99%, and he would shut it off. No reason for it either. Whenever we would ask him, like, dude, we needed to fucking contact you. We didn't know if you were lost. We didn't know if you were fucking sleeping at home, dude. Like, we had no idea where you were. And he'd just be like, oh, I forgot to turn it back on. My bad, guys. And we're just like, fucking Timmy, man. Now, remember what I just told you, because this is literally what he's known for. Later in the night, one of little Timmy's friends come over. Little Timmy part 2, right? Timmy number 2 comes over, right? Him and his friend hanging out. They're playing some Xbox, doing their thing. And they say, hey, Mom, I'm going to go for a walk. That's what he said to my friend's mom. And she was like, okay, just make sure you have your phone on you. Make sure you have your key. It's kind of getting late. They go out. 3 fucking hours go by. 3 fucking hours. Not 20 minutes, not a fucking hour, but no, 3. Now, me and my friend were really freaking out about this because he would literally always say, oh, I'm going for a walk, I'll be back in a little bit, and he'll just go out and fucking go to Tim Hortons and get donuts, and then go to Dunkin' Donuts and get donuts from there because he didn't like the ones at Tim Hortons. Then he'd go to fucking Starbucks and get coffee, and then he would come home like 7 hours later, right? Okay, I'm just joking, I don't fucking know if he did all that. I mean, he just used to come back really late. Yeah. So after this time went by, my friend's mom's like, alright, I'm about to go to bed. Is he home yet? And sure enough, we're like, nope, he's out. She's like, if he's not home in 20 minutes, call me. We're like, okay, sounds good. So she goes to bed. We're just chilling there watching TV. Sure enough, like a good 45 minutes go by, and we're like, okay, we gotta go fucking look for this kid. So my friend gets up and starts putting his jacket on, and I was like, dude, just try calling him first. Like, maybe we don't even have to go out. So my friend gets his phone out, and we call him. You guys guess what happened? Can you guess what happened? He had his fucking phone on, but it rang, and he didn't answer. He just didn't feel like fucking answering. So we're like, okay, shit. Now we have to go look for him. So we get our fucking skateboards, we get our jackets, and we go fucking looking for this kid, right? We're just on the search for Timmy. We're like, okay, where the fuck is this kid? So we checked, like, literally every possible restaurant this kid could be at, every possible, like, donut place, anywhere that would sell shit that's, like, I don't know, appealing to fucking 14-year-old kids. So we checked every place. Didn't turn up. Nowhere to be fucking found. We called his friend. His friend's phone's off. We're like, great. So he doesn't have his phone on. But for once, Timmy has his phone on. But it's fucking no reply. He just didn't answer. So we're like, great. What do we do now? We start skating around fucking streets. Random streets. Just seeing if he's walking down them. That's like another hour of our time just going through streets. Couldn't fucking find him. And it gets to the point where everything's starting to fucking close, right? So we're freaking out. We're thinking little Timmy and his fucking friend got kidnapped. I'm like, alright, well, let's try one last fucking place, okay? We have one place left. 30 minutes till they close. We go to the fucking mall, okay? We go into the mall, and at this point, we're literally running through each store just looking for fucking Timmy. Could not find him anywhere. And we're like, dude, where could this kid possibly be? So we're going through all the fucking mall. My friend and me split up at one point, and we literally lost each other just looking for this kid. And the worst part was we would find kids that would look like Timmy or his friend, and we'd be like, yes, we found him. But we'd go closer and realize that it's not fucking him. So the mall's literally about to close at this point. We're like, okay, we need to fucking get out of here. We need to look somewhere else. So we leave the mall, and we're going around. It gets to the point where we're literally calling people that we know that might have seen him at the mall, or like might have seen him at a store. And sure enough, no one saw him. So we're like, great, we're gonna have to go home, tell this kid's mom, we have to tell Timmy's mom that he's lost, and then literally take all the blame because we didn't look for him earlier. And yeah, it was gonna suck. So we're like, great, this kid might have just gotten kidnapped, it's over. So we get back to my friend's house, walk through the front door, and his mom is literally sitting on the couch watching TV, and we're like, oh shit. And she's like, oh, you guys find him? We're like, no, he's lost. We can't find him. And she starts freaking the fuck out. She's like, oh my god, call his friend's mom, call this person. And we're like, okay, maybe he's in the house somewhere. Maybe he came home, we just didn't fucking see him. And she's like, there's no way he got home. So I go upstairs and I check his room just to be safe. Of course the fucker is not there. He's just nowhere to be fucking found, dude. He like literally vanished in thin air. Like there's no way he was even on Earth anymore at this point. So we're like, okay, we're literally gonna have to fucking call this kid's mom. Not Timmy's mom, Timmy's friend's mom. Just to see if, you know, maybe they went to his house or something to spend the night. So, you know, we called. Sure enough, they're nowhere to be found. So now we have 2 freaking out mothers. We have 2 on our hands, okay, guys? We're not at 1 crazy mom, we're at 2. So crazy mom number 2 fucking rushes over to crazy mom number 1's house where Timmy lives, and we're in the living room just like fucking coming up with a plan of whether or not we should like take our cars and go search for this kid one more time, or like just literally give up and call the fucking cops. So my friend's mom's just like, you know what? Let's take our cars, we'll split up, we'll like search the roads. Since we have headlights, it might be a little bit easier to spot him if he's walking.
I smell like
and we're like, alright, you know what, that's a good idea, let's fucking do it. So me and my friend and his mom and the other mom are like splitting up and driving all over different fucking streets, searching for little Timmy and his friend. And can you guys guess what happened? We didn't fucking find this kid. We literally thought he got kidnapped. We were like, dude, this kid is fucking gone. So after like 30-45 minutes of driving around, we're like, okay, we need to fucking like get home and file a fucking report because this kid clearly is missing. So we rush back home, sit back down in my friend's living room, and my friend's mom and the other mom are like, they're calling the police and they're explaining what's going on. And me and my friend kind of realized, we're like, dude, shit, like Timmy's actually fucking missing. Like this is serious. So we're sitting there waiting for the cops to come, and this kid's mom tells us, like, all right, just go outside and just start calling any of his friends that you know, or any of your friends. And we're like, okay, we already tried that, but we'll try even more. So we step outside of the back porch, my friend takes out his phone, and we're sitting there just calling person after fucking person on speakerphone, just like screaming into the phone, like, oh my god, this kid's missing, do you know where he is? And all of our friends, of course, were like, no, we didn't see him. But we found one fucking kid. One kid that was Timmy's age and was friends with him, and he says over the phone, he's like, yeah, I think I saw him earlier at the mall. And we're like, are you sure it was him? Because there's kids that look like him, you know, he's kind of got that face that, you know, you just kind of like see a lot. I don't fucking know where I was going with this, but the kid's like, yeah, I think it was actually him. And we're like, okay, maybe he's safe. Maybe he just went to the fucking mall, and he went to someone else's house, and he's not dead. He didn't get kidnapped. Maybe he's just out right now. So we run back inside. We're like, hey, we think he's safe. He was at the mall apparently like a little while ago, and this kid's mom's like, are you sure it was him? And we were like, yeah, he sounded pretty confident. And the officer's like, all right, we're gonna go look there. We're gonna look all around the block. So we're like, okay, cool. Timmy is fucking alive. He's cool. We're good. And they go looking for him. They literally can't find shit. Like, the mall was closed, so he wasn't fucking there. Everywhere around the mall, there was nowhere to be fucking found. No little Timmy was to be found, dude. And we just gave up hope again. So it gets to the point where we're like, okay, we're just gonna have to go back outside and just start calling people, like more and more people, just to see if we could find somebody that might have saw him somewhere else. So we go outside and we're literally calling random fucking people. So while standing out there, there was fucking bugs and like the weather was just kind of getting shitty. So we're like, alright, dude, this sucks. Like there's bugs. So we decided to go over to the trampoline that had like an enclosed like net thing. And we go over to the trampoline, and on the trampoline, there is 2 fucking kids laying on the trampoline. I'm sure you can guess who one of them was, and they have blankets over them, and they're fucking sleeping. They're like dead asleep, and my friend like screams, he's like, Timmy! And he fucking wakes up, he's like, what? He's like, the fucking cops are here looking for you, dude, like, where have you been? He's like, oh, I was at the mall, and then I came back home. We're like, dude, the fucking cops are here, like, you need to go inside right fucking now. And he opens the door to go inside, and his mom's like screaming and running at him and hugging him and just like kissing him, and it was really just kind of beautiful. But at the same time, we're like, Timmy, you're so fucking stupid, dude. The best part was the cop wasn't even amused. He was like, okay, so you're fine? And Timmy's just like, yeah, I went to the mall and I came back home. And he's like, you didn't like call your mom to tell her you were on your way home or that you were at the mall in the first place? Like, you had a lot of people worried about you, man. And he's just like, oh, I'm sorry, officer. And he was like freaking out because, you know, the cops intimidated him. And yeah, fucking Timmy was fine. Didn't die. Didn't get kidnapped. He literally just came back from the mall and went right around the house and just got on the trampoline and fell asleep with his friend. And that was fucking it. Didn't return our calls. Didn't bother telling us where he was. But whatever. Timmy's fucking fine. He's kind of an idiot, but he's still fine. Everyone went home, literally everyone, and everything was cool. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed today's story. It was definitely a pretty crazy one. Leave a like if you did enjoy it. Yeah, I'll see you guys all tomorrow. Peace.
I can find a way to murder you tonight. Yeah, murder is not death of the I can follow.
Hey, what's up, guys? So, today I'm talking about something that actually traumatized me. I remember when this happened in class. I, no joke, thought I was gonna fucking die soon. I was actually scared about this. And yeah, it was kind of funny, though, now that I look back. Actually, not really funny. This is actually just more like, what the fuck? But I'm going to talk about it today, so please leave a like if you enjoy. Be dope if we get 10k likes. Let's start this. So this starts as any other normal day for me when I was 15, and I got up early as fuck, of course, on a Tuesday to go to school. And at the time, I was in this one class, and someone sat next to me in that class because we had assigned seats, who was very fucking weird. That's all I'm gonna say. He had some shit going on in his head all the time. I don't know what it was, but he was just very, very quiet, and he would only talk if he was called on by the teacher, or if he was extremely pissed and telling you to shut the fuck up. Like, he was a very mean-ass kid. And we'll call this dude Ryan, okay? Ryan, I don't think had anything wrong with him. Maybe some stuff mentally, but he was just... he was doing what Ryan was doing, and that was being a student. So on this day, I walk in. My second period of the day was the class with Ryan, and I go in there. I'm skipping right to that part. I go in there, walk in, and I sit down, and I look at Ryan, okay, and he looks a little bit just, like, not doing well. Like, his face was, like, flushed, and he just was, like, staring at his homework, and one of his hands was, like, in a fist on the desk, and he just looked pissed. And every time he was, like, breathing in and out, he was, like, doing it super hard and just making, like, weird, like, grunting sounds and shit. So I nicely asked him, like, hey, Ryan, are you good, dude? And he just looks at me and he goes, don't fucking talk to me. And I was like, okay. So I just sit down, right? I'm like, he's clearly having a bad day, right? Now, I know some of you might be a little bit different than me, and if someone tells you, like, shut the fuck up, you'll just roundhouse kick their ass into a locker and just, you know, send them to hell to just take it in the ass by demons for the rest of their life. I'm not like that. Like, I just usually give people a chance. If they're having a bad day, they'll probably apologize later, right? Because I go from experience. I've had people do the same shit that Ryan's done to me, and it's ended a completely different way. Like, I had one kid when I was actually 14, said the same thing pretty much. I walked into class, he was having a super annoying day, and I walked up to him and I asked for a pencil, and he was like, dude, fuck out of here. I was like, alright, shit. And then later after class, he's like, I'm sorry, dude, like, just got dumped. I was like, oh, it's all good, man. But Ryan, no, I guess someone on this certain day must have fucking ripped his heart out and fed it to him for breakfast because he was pissed. So I sit down, and the whole fucking class, like the whole fucking time, he is just like grunting and making weird noises and breathing hard and just like being pissed off, right? He's like slamming his shit on the desk. And towards the end of the class, we're not even done with our lesson yet, he takes this big-ass hardcover book, slams it shut, and just throws it on the fucking ground. And he just yells out to the whole class, I'm fucking done. And the teacher looks at both of us, right? Not just him, because he slammed the book on the ground. He looks at me and him, because we're sitting right next to each other. And he goes, Austin, what'd you do to him? And I honestly just want to be like, oh, calm the fuck on. Like, I didn't do a thing and I'm getting blamed. But I was just like, I didn't say a thing the whole class. And he's like, both of you out to the hallway. I was like, seriously? And he's like, just go out there, man. Come on, talk to you in a little bit. It's like, alright, fine. So I walk out there. This kid follows behind me. It's just me and Ryan. And I'm sitting there in the hallway. And I'm just leaning up against the wall, trying not to make eye contact with him, while he's just awkwardly staring at me. And finally, I'm just like, yo, Ryan, are you cool, man? Like, you seem so upset. And I shit you not, he takes his backpack off and whips it at me, like throws it at me, trying to hit me with his fucking backpack filled with heavy-ass books. And I moved out of the way quick enough, because it's a backpack. Didn't throw it that hard or that fast. So I moved out of the way, and I was like, dude, throw one more fucking thing at me for trying to help you. And then he goes on to say the most fucked up shit I've ever heard anyone say to me in my life. And I make fucking YouTube videos every day. Like, some of you motherfuckers in the comments say some horrible shit. He goes, I'll literally break into your house and fucking murder your entire family. Like, I'm not even kidding, dude. I'll kill you last, too. I was like, the fuck did you just say, dude? I actually didn't believe it. And luckily, the teacher came out while he was saying this shit, so he heard some of the last parts of just him swearing, and he knew that he was threatening me. So the teacher was like, hey, what'd you just say? And you'd think he'd lie, right? Like, the teacher was like, hey, what'd you just say? You think he'd just say some bullshit like, oh, I told him to shut the fuck up. He repeats the exact sentence to the teacher. He's like, oh, I said I'd break into his house and fucking kill his family. I no joke wanted to ask him, like, who the fuck hurt you, man? Like, what did someone do to you? I was actually expecting a black hole to open in the middle of the hallway and just suck him back down from where he came from. Like, what the fuck? Now, my teacher's facial expression was about 10 times worse than mine. He actually didn't believe what he heard. He did a double take. He actually looked me in the eyes and then looked back at him and then looked at me again. My teacher just tells me, he's like, Austin, go back to class right now. So I walk into class. He then follows me back in, shuts the door, fucking locks it, and then gets the phone and calls security to go escort this kid away to the office or something. And he's like, did he really say that to you? I was like, yeah, he just doesn't like me for some reason today. I don't know why. He's like, good move on your part for not trying to fight him for that, because most students here would. My teacher was really, really cool about it. And I was like, honestly, I kind of wanted to, but at the same time, it's like, he's probably going to pull a knife out. I wouldn't put it past him to have some shit like that on him just waiting. He's like, I don't know, I doubt it. Anyway, security came, got the kid, brought him up to the office. Then I get called up like 30 minutes later, right? And I went into the room, and it was him, security, the principal, and this kid's mom. And I was like, why do I get sucked into this? And immediately the principal's like, Ryan, do you have something to say to him? And he apologizes, which is cool, but like, let's be honest, he wouldn't fucking say sorry if it wasn't for the principal being like, do you have something to say? I honestly think if we were in that room alone, just me and him, he'd pull a fucking flamethrower out and light my ass up. But that didn't happen, luckily. And I was like, yeah, it's all good. And this kid's mom's like, seriously, he had a really bad day today. I was arguing this morning with his dad, and just, he was not doing well. I was like, that's fine, but your son literally threatened to murder me. Like, you should actually get him counseling. It's probably a sign of something, like, he's threatening to kill people when he gets upset. That's not good. Buy him a stress ball or some shit. And when I said that, the principal looked at me like she wanted to punch me in the face, but the mom actually didn't. And she was like, I'm actually working on that right now. We're talking to the counselor. We're actually going to work on getting him pulled out of school because he's not good in this like social situation. I was like, yeah, a little bit. And my principal's like, all right, you can go now, Austin. I was like, all right, have a good day, everyone. Just like walked out of the room. And I just took a deep breath, and I was like, another day, another fucking murder threat. And that was pretty much where it ended. The next day, he was in ISS, I think, like he was suspended. And then a couple days later, he came back into class and like sat next to me. And he was super quiet, really, really just not saying a thing. The one thing he said to me, he asked to borrow something, and I gave it to him because I'm not a complete dickhead. And then eventually he left. I think he actually went to like homeschooling or like a different school or just a different class. I didn't see him ever. And that was it. That first week, I was actually scared. Like, I was like, is this fucking dude gonna show up to my house one night or something with like a squad of people, or just alone with some weapon or something? I was actually freaked out that he was gonna go through with his threats. Just because, like, his eyes, when he looked at me and said it, I was like, this fucker is crazy. But no, he didn't do anything. I don't think he ever will. I think he was just super, super pissed off and probably plays a lot of Xbox and just has that very wide vocabulary of pissing people off. But that was pretty much the end. I have no idea where Ryan is at now. Hopefully he's working, like, a nice job and is, like, super successful. Maybe a porn star. I feel like a porn star would fit Ryan really, really well. Like a professional, just famous porn star. And, hopefully that just relieves all the stress, right? Just being a porn star, that's gotta relieve stress, right? Actually, I feel like being a porn star would not relieve stress at all. You actually have to go through a fuck ton of stuff to be a guy porn star. At least I've heard. I feel like, I don't know, I don't study that stuff enough, but I feel like it would actually be super stressful having to constantly fuck over and over and over every single day. Actually, it does not make it sound stressful at all. It makes it sound really, really awesome, but I don't know, man. Like, your dick could probably get really, really tired and then just not work anymore. Can that happen? Can someone let me know? Can your dick just stop working? Anyway, funny thing is, my principal actually called me back up 2 weeks later after this whole incident and talked to me about it, and she was like, yeah, he has a school counseling appointment every week now. Until we can find a better environment for him, that's what he's going to be doing, just talking to the counselor. And I actually have to talk to you about something, Austin. I was like, what's that? She's like, yesterday, you walked out of school early. And I actually just wanted to scream. I was like, are you serious? I left school the day before this, okay? 5 minutes early to go to Dunkin' Donuts and get a fucking coffee. And she tried to give me detention for 2 days over it. So I told her, I was like, it was 5 minutes early, and I had permission from the teacher to leave the class. Like, what? And she's like, I don't care. The bell wasn't ringing to dismiss you guys outside. I was like, a couple weeks ago, someone actually threatened to kill me, and you didn't even give him out-of-school suspension. And I go across the street to get a vanilla iced coffee, and you're trying to get me to stay an hour and a half later after school and do extra work. And she was like, yeah, that's fair. And I was like, okay, just give me the slip. She gives me the slip of like when I should come in, and I just literally never did it. She never came back after me either, which is great. I think she finally came around and realized, you know, maybe I should stop like breaking Austin's dick every opportunity I get. Let's just let him be for right now. And that's pretty much the entire end of the whole story. Kid threatened to kill my family and me. Never did. He was just super, super angry about some stuff that happened at his house. He's cool now. Made me shit my pants and think I was gonna die that day. I didn't. Principal tried to fucking get me in trouble over buying coffee. That's pretty much it. Long ass video, but I hope you guys enjoyed it. Leave a like if you guys did enjoy it. Leave any of your fucked up stories in the comments down below, because I always read through them. Subscribe if you're new. I'll see you guys all tomorrow. Peace.
Great. My boss is a fucking bitch. Matter of fact, you can tell that hoe I fucking quit. I just got $1 for a raise. What the fuck is this? I can make more money on the track. Doing fucking flips. Really got enough to go and break. Get some fucking chips. And you always wonder why I'm late for my fucking shift. I don't smile enough. I know. My shirt's never tucked. I know. You should write me up. I don't give a fuck about emails, about retail when I'm not at work and
Oh my god. Oh my god, Ron. Was it? Oh my god, Ron. Oh my god, Ron. Oh my god.
Hey, what's up guys, it's Austin, and a few days ago I sent in a video. I was talking about something that happened recently, and I asked if you guys wanted to hear a full story about it. I didn't think it would really be necessary, because it wasn't that interesting. Like, I basically just got my card stolen and spent on some pretty ridiculous shit, and a bunch of people were like, oh, just make it into a full video, I want to hear the whole story. So I thought I would do that today, so I hope you guys enjoy this story video today. Leave a like if you do, and here it is. So this all started at the end of last month in May, and I remember specifically, this kid I haven't talked to him in so long, right? Like, we didn't hang out for months and months on end, and I met back up with him, and I've known this kid specifically for 3 fucking years. Like, straight up, I've been friends with this kid for so long, and he's a very trustworthy person. I've trusted him with, like, shit tons of private information, and just, you know, I thought he was a fucking cool dude. And, you know, in the past 3 years, he's never done anything sketchy whatsoever. So, like, seeing this was a huge surprise to me, so I thought I would tell the whole story. So, like I said, I met this kid 3 years ago, and the whole reason we actually, like, clicked so well is because I used to play a lot of Xbox, and so did he, so we'd always play online, and then we'd hang out in real life. So we were always talking, okay, and he loved Xbox, okay, specifically Xbox. Remember that. You'll know why in a minute. So like I said, we started hanging out again, right? And we meet up at the mall. First time seeing him in months. And we're just kind of like catching up, talking, just, you know, asking what's up, what he's been up to. Same thing for me. And just pretty much catching up. And he says that he's hungry and he wants to go grab something to eat. And he asked me if I wanted anything because he was going to pay for it. And me being a good friend, I was like, nah, dude, I got it, okay? I got it. And this is my fault. This is a fucking complete mistake by me. And I should have never done this, no matter how much I trusted this person. I just thought, you know, 3 years, knowing him for a long time and doing this before, it wouldn't happen. I handed him my card. I was like, you know what, dude, just go pay for it. Bring it back. And he didn't look at it, like, completely looked up. He's like, are you sure, dude? I was like, yeah, man, that's not me. And he's like, oh, dude, thank you. And he runs up to the line and he gets in line, right? And just chill out. I know that comment is being written right now, being like, Luna, you're a fucking idiot. I knew it. You're an aluminum can. Okay, look, I know I'm fucking stupid for that, but I've done this before. Literally, like, 6 times before this. Like, the first year I met him, I gave him my other card to buy food once, and he literally went up to the line. I went to the bathroom and completely wasn't even watching, and he handed it back to me, and we straight up never had a fucking problem whatsoever. Like, he never did anything sketchy, like, never stole any money, and, like, from that point on, I was like, damn, this kid's actually a good person. Like, he's a very trustworthy friend. And I remember specifically one time, too, after this, I lost my wallet in some room in my house. Like, I left it in the downstairs room, and I went upstairs, and I basically forgot about it. So I'm looking all around upstairs for it, and I didn't realize it was downstairs. And my friend was like, yo, I think you left it in the basement. And I was like, oh, really? Like, did you see it? He's like, yeah. I was like, why don't you just grab it? He's like, well, I didn't want you thinking I was doing something weird, you know what I mean? Like, he was one of those people that would go out of his way to not do something sketchy so that he, you know, looked more trustworthy. I guess it was all a fucking plan, or maybe he used to be really cool, and then recently he just, like, developed some severe zebra cake addiction and had to buy, like, sweets all the time. I don't fucking know. But, yeah, this motherfucker jumped in the line at Taco Bell. He's sitting there waiting to get up front, and, you know, it was fucking Taco Bell. I didn't care about paying for both of our dinner. Like, it's like $6 fucking, dude. I don't care. And he's sitting in line looking at his phone, and he has his card in the other hand with his hand closed, so he literally didn't look like he was going to do anything sketchy. And I guess when I looked away, he grabbed his phone and he's like, I got his card, let me just snap a picture or two. And he fucking snapped a photo of my card, went up to the Taco Bell line, bought like $20 in food there. Keep in mind, $20 at Taco Bell could probably feed a fucking family, okay? That's ridiculous. I felt robbed already at this point, okay? But anyway, I'm kidding. He did buy $20 though, it's fucking a lot of food, okay? But anyway, he came back, sat down on our table, hands me back my card. He's like, don't worry, I didn't look or anything. And, you know, just trying to assure me that I didn't have anything to worry about. You know, I had to make sure that he's a good person, right? And we basically get done at the mall, right? We, like, went shopping for a little bit, left the mall, I go home, he goes home, and that was it, right? At least I thought. And then some time goes by, and a few days ago, I open up my, like, bank thing, and I realized something that's just a little bit weird. Like, I didn't realize it until now. There was a bunch, like a fuck ton of Xbox purchases, right? I was like, wait, Xbox? I haven't bought anything on Xbox for literally like 2 months. It's been a long time. And I'm like, okay, that's weird. And it was like 2 2 like $21 purchases, right? So I kind of like ignored it for a little bit, and then I thought to myself, I was like, well, my Xbox membership renews soon, so maybe it's just that, and I kind of ignored it. And then I kind of scrolled down, and I realized, like, there was a fuck ton more that I missed. There was like literally $600 in Xbox purchases on my fucking card that I had no idea, like I didn't even notice it. I have no idea how I didn't see it. I think this kid literally made them so fast that they basically went down to the bottom of the list so quick. And I was like, okay, well, fuck me. So I have to like call my bank. I'm like, yeah, I think someone stole my card and like bought a bunch of Xbox video games and shit. And he's like, Xbox? And he knew what I was talking about. Like apparently he has one. So he like looks through the transactions and he's like, yeah, you're looking at well over $400 of Xbox stuff. I was like, yeah, I don't play Xbox that much. He's like, yeah, man, even if you did, I don't think anyone would actually spend $400 on video games that quick. And I was like, yeah. He's like, yeah, they're all within like a week period, too. I was like, this is weird. But anyway, I freeze my card, and this guy's just like, do you know who could have done it? And I was like, I honestly have no idea, because at this point, I was like, there was no way it was him. I've known this kid for 3 years. I've done this before with him. Like, he's never done anything sketchy. There's no way. So I'm sitting there, like, going through all my list of friends, thinking of situations. Maybe someone at the store got it, you know what I mean? I was like, all right, whatever. I have plans with him tomorrow anyway. I'm going to go to his house, see if he knows anything about it. If he doesn't, whatever. So the next day, I get to his house. I ask him about it. He has no fucking clue what I'm talking about. He actually gets, like, really upset. He's like, dude, that's the scummiest thing I've ever heard. Like, whoever did that is not a fucking friend. That's mean. I was like, all right, so you don't know anything about it. He's like, dude, I would never do something like that. You're my homie. I've known you for years. Like, so long. I was like, yeah, you're right. I didn't think so. And I, like, slapped him up. He was being really cool. So later in the night, I'm sitting there on his bed, and he walks out of the room, and I'm like, you know what? I'm going to do something a little bit shady right now. I just got to check. So I grabbed his controller, his little Xbox One controller, and I went through his games, and he had a bunch of recently downloaded, like, brand new digital downloaded games. And I go to the game store, and I go to buy something, and I look at the payment options, and one of them has the last 4 digits of my card. And I was like, huh, that's oddly familiar. And it has my name on it, too. Like, it had all my billing info and shit. I was like, oh, okay, well, now we know who did it, right? So I went over to the payment options. I deleted my card because, obviously, I didn't want him to have access to it, even though it was frozen. And I unplugged his power cable from his Xbox and just put it in my backpack. And I walked out the front door. And he saw me walking out. He's like, dude, where are you going? And I was like, fuck off, dude. Seriously? He's like, what? I was like, why can't you spend it on something cool? Like, if you're gonna steal from me, buy a fucking ticket. Do anything. Why would you buy Xbox games? What person needs $600 in Xbox video games? Like, that's just fucking absurd, dude. Like, I'm more upset that you spent money you stole from me on Xbox games than actually doing something cool with it. Like, if you're gonna steal from me, at least do something cool. And I just proceeded to walk away. Like, I literally walked down the street, pulled my phone out, proceeded to tweet a bunch of angry impulse tweets, and that was pretty much the end of it. And yes, my dumbass did take his Xbox cord and basically ground him for a week from his Xbox, because, I don't know, I was like, you know what, I need to do something to get back at him. I'm just gonna take his fucking Xbox cord. Now, obviously, once I tweeted, I had a bunch of people replying, being like, dude, fuck that kid, you know, tweet his phone number, tweet this about him, and it's like, that's just fucking stupid. Why would I ever do something just as bad to get back at him? Like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm not gonna fucking use YouTube and you guys to get back at someone that's in my personal life. Like, that's just fucking shady, I think. Like, to tweet someone's personal phone number and use you guys to spam him and, like, fuck with him, I think that's kind of messed up. Messed up to you guys, not him. I'm not talking about fucking him whatsoever. Just to use you guys for something like that, I think that's messed up. But yeah, anyway, he couldn't play his Xbox for, like, a couple days because, yeah, I took his power cable. I think he had to go to a store and get a new one. I haven't really talked to him since because, well, it's fucked up. And get this shit, right? Right after it happened, I got a text message from him that I didn't see immediately because I was, like, ignoring him. And it was, like, a long message of him, like, apologizing. And I'm a nice fucking guy. I'm gonna accept your apology, but I'm not gonna fucking hang out with you anymore because, you know, he stole a bunch of money and spent it on Xbox games. But he literally, like, shared it with other people. So there was, like, I think 2 or 3 other motherfuckers using it to buy Xbox games. It wasn't just him. I don't even want to think about what he did. He probably, like, got into a party. He's like, yo, so my friend of 3 years, right? He gave me his card to go and buy Taco Bell with it, and I took a bunch of photos with my phone, and I fucking got it, guys. Like, we're gonna go on a fucking spending spree. Whatever game you want, whatever video game you fucking want, we're playing that shit right now. And yeah, they proceeded to do it and just go on a spending spree. And my card has a limit. It's like a $500 limit. So like the first day, I'm pretty sure they went all out and made like a bunch of small transactions. And then they hit the limit and it pretty much stopped them from buying anything for the rest of that day. And then from that point on, they kind of did like smaller purchases up to like 600. And then I finally noticed it and caught on. Like if I wouldn't have checked my bank that day, it probably would have went on for like a couple more days. And it would have been even more, which is just unbelievably upsetting, man. It's really pathetic. But anyway, keep this in mind. Kid's got a fucking job too, which is just dude, full-time job too. Like, could easily afford that many games, but nah. Gotta steal from my friend of 3 years named Austin, cause fuck that guy. But anyway, yeah, it pretty much ended there. I mean, I accepted his apology. Probably not gonna hang out with him anymore, cause like, it's kind of fucked up that he did that. Really fucked up. But I don't know. I got the money back. It's not a big deal. Like, the money's not the problem. It's just like shady ass people, dude. Like, you think you know somebody for years on end, right? And they've done all these things. And they're like super trustworthy people. And then like one day they're like, I'm just gonna steal from you today. I'm bored. But yeah, I guess moral of the story is trust people, but don't fucking give them your card, because then you're an idiot like me, and you'll end up getting like $600 at Xbox video game charges to your fucking card, and you feel like an idiot, because I feel pretty fucking stupid for doing that, but that's life. I guess you live and you learn, and won't do that again. But anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed today's video. Leave a like if you did enjoy it. Feel free to leave any of your stories in the comments down below, and yeah, I'll see you guys all tomorrow. Peace.
I was on the way to your crib, girl. I know you stay in Jersey. Why you lie by where you live? Really ever leave Brooklyn? It's your ass that got me here. Got you arching, got you golden, like we bringing back.
Alright guys, I'm not in the stream here. Later, because I'm at my fast food to eat some Taco Bell.